Hello everyone, welcome back to another online workshop. This workshop will cover visual design for your Canvas course, using design elements and principles to help create and establish a positive user experience. The first thing that you're going to notice is how I have a visual image or animation within my tile. This will help bring attention to a specific course. You want to make a visual connection of what the user will find once they click on that tile. For example, let's get started with the Canvas card tile. In this example, I have a visual of a tile containing an image. If I click on this image, you're going to see a resemblance of what's found within this course. Today we're going to explore how to add images and how to add visual links to help guide the students through the course. We will also explore the welcome page as the home page and as the landing page, which is extremely important for students, parents, and observers to be able to find information about the course and navigate the course. Let's explore these options. Here I have an example of a Canvas course. It does not have a tile picture. To add a tile picture, you're going to select the Canvas course. You're going to select the settings option, select choose an image, and find the image. If you have an image on your computer and you want to browse to the computer, you can see that I have a tile image here. I'm going to select the image, open it, and now the image appears within that tile. If you don't mind the picture being cropped, it will automatically fit within that tile size. However, if you do not want to crop this picture, you can always resize the picture using Picture Resizer web service. I'm going to update the course details. If I return to the dashboard, you're going to see that now the tile picture has been added to my visual tile. If you want to resize the picture that you have placed within that tile, there is a web service called simpleimageresizer.com. The image that you need to place within that tile in Canvas, if you do not want to crop it, needs to be 262 by 146. You're going to select the image that you want to upload, change the dimensions 262 by 146, and then resize it. You can download the image by selecting download, and that is the picture. Right click, save image as, and now this is my new tile picture. Notice the size, 262 by 146, and I'm going to save it. This is optional. You do not have to resize the pictures to fit exactly within that tile, but it might be something that you want to consider. To change the picture within that tile, select the course, select settings, select the three dots, and now choose an image. Remember that we resized the picture 262 by 146. Now you can see that the picture fits better. Again, this is an optional step and you do not have to resize the picture, but it really helps to know where to find and resize images in case your picture is extremely big. I'm going to update the course details for all changes to apply. Now I'm going to return to the dashboard, and now I have my picture. The next thing that we're going to be doing is creating an inviting welcome homepage as the landing page for your students, parents, and your Canvas course observers. The first thing that you'll notice when you open up your Canvas course is that the homepage is empty. There is nothing here. We have to create a page and assign it as the home landing page. Select Pages from the course navigation, and you want to add a new page. Let's name this the Welcome page. Welcome. Now that you've added the title, Welcome to Class, let's add some information about the course. I have my course syllabus as a Google Doc. If you have it as a Word document, you can open that also on the side. If you have it as a PDF, you can also open it up on the side, and you want to copy a section of the course syllabus, copy it, and bring it over to your Canvas page. I'm going to paste it. Let's use some of these formatting tools to help us format this text. As you can see, the formatting changed a bit. Highlight the course description and let's change this to a header. Notice now the header has been emphasized and the paragraph text remains the same. You can add additional information as needed. I'm going to highlight this and change it to a header. We need the title of the course. I'm going to return to my Google Doc and I'm going to highlight the course name, copy it, and bring it over to my Canvas course. And I'm going to paste it. I'm going to center this because it's easier to see the title of the course, and I can also bold it to bring emphasis to that section. If you decide to change these headers, you can always make them smaller, but it helps to keep it consistent. So every time you want to use a header, for example, a title, you want to leave it as header 2. If you want to use your paragraph text, notice it's size 12 and it's paragraph. The goal is to keep it consistent throughout the course. I'm going to save just to see what it looks like. Now we have some information. A good rule of thumb is to find high-quality contextual images to add to your Canvas course. I have an example here of an image, a visual, a picture, and it relates to the content that I am providing within this Canvas course. In this example, I have found a picture cartoon that somewhat relates to the content and the context of the course. To find high-quality images for your Canvas course, you might want to look into Pixabay. These are free images to use and for you to access and for you to download. Find and search for a content, find a picture, and you have the option to download these pictures in various sizes. Feel free to explore Pixabay for high-quality pictures for your content. We need the picture. Select Edit. I'm going to bring the picture above the title or under the title. That's pretty much up to you. To add a picture to your Canvas page, select the Embed Image icon. Select by URL, Canvas or Flickr. I have a picture that I would like to use and it's in my computer. Select Images, upload a new image, choose an image, find it from your computer, open it. Provide an alternative text to provide a description of the picture. Select Upload Picture. And now the picture has been embedded within your Canvas page. Don't forget to save for all changes to apply. In order to use the home page that I have created for my landing page, I need to publish it. I'm going to select Pages one more time. That is my Welcome to Class. Select the Publish option. Once you publish the page, select the 3 dots, select Use as Front Page. This is extremely important because this is what is going to allow you to select it as the home page landing page. Go back to the home page. Now choose the home page and you have the option now to select Pages, Front Page, Welcome to Class. This is the one that you just finished selecting as the front page. Notice now that our home page has been established as the landing welcome page. The first thing I will do is to adjust the course navigation available and accessible to students. Select Settings, Navigation. If the students have too many course navigation options, it will be confusing and they will not know where to go or what to do. I'm pretty much leaving the home page, announcements, syllabus, and I'll add modules as well. I'm looking for modules, there it is. And that is all I want students to have access to. Homepage, announcements, syllabus, and modules. Don't forget to save for all those changes to apply. Back to my homepage. In this example of a course navigation, we have way too many options for the students to access content. This creates confusion when the student tries to find class content or when a parent observer looks for information about the course. In this example, we have only 3 options for the students to navigate the course: the homepage, the syllabus, and modules. This makes it easier for the student, parent, and observer to be able to find information about the course and also find course content. The next thing I'd like to do is to add a few buttons to this homepage to help students, parents, and observers navigate the course. To create buttons or links to navigate the Canvas course, you have various options. You can create hyperlinks from text, or you can create a visual using a picture and linking that to a page. But the best way is to create something that does look like a button, and the students will be able to identify it as a button without having to guess. This is a page called thebuttonfactory.com. You can visit this page, it's free to use, you do not have to sign in, and you can create your own buttons. For example, Monday. Notice I typed the name Monday. It creates my button. The button is set to fit to text. However, I like the button to be a fixed size. So every word I type, the button will remain the same size, but the text will fit within that button. You can also change the color. Word of caution with color. You want to be able to read the text against the background, so you have to be very careful about what colors you're using. A bad color selection, for example, would be something like this. This is difficult to read and difficult to see and identify as a button. I'm going to choose the red without the gradient effect. But if I do want a bottom color, you may notice I selected the color red for the top and a darker color red for the bottom, just to keep it within the same color scheme. You can also increase the size of the text. And once you are finished with the button, you can download the button. You can keep on doing the same thing, maybe after a course or maybe the agenda. You can make as many buttons as you need, and you may notice it changes it. You can alternate the colors for different things, but remember to keep it consistent to remind students Here's an example of an agenda button. The goal is to keep the buttons consistent throughout the course to help students identify buttons when they see them. Download the buttons as you need them and revisit thebuttonfactory.com website to create more buttons for your course. I have already downloaded and created several buttons, so I am going to keep them and return to my Canvas course. In this example, we have buttons within the Home Welcome page as units. In this example, we have the same thing, except that the buttons are placed on the side of the page. In this example, we have buttons that have the day of the week. You can be creative with buttons and come up with your own ideas of using buttons within your Canvas course. Now that I have created the buttons in the Button Factory, I'm going to add them to my Canvas course. If the buttons are located under the fold, meaning students have to scroll down to find them, they will also miss them. So the best practice is to place buttons in the middle range of that page, right under my picture. For this example, I will place them right under the picture. Another option is right above the picture. I'm going to select Edit. And once again, I have various options. I can put them right above the picture, right under the picture. You want to prevent scrolling down for students to be able to find those buttons. So here I'm going to do the following. A very nifty trick to organize your buttons is to arrange them within a table. In my example, I have Monday through Friday buttons, so I have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm going to place my buttons within these cells. Now that I have downloaded the buttons, they are in my downloads folder in my computer, and you can see that I have the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, as well as an agenda button. And what I'm going to do at this point is add them into my Canvas course. To upload the buttons to your Canvas course, place the cursor within the first cell of that table. Select Images, upload an image, choose an image, and then select the first button. You need to provide alternative text to identify the button and select Upload. There's the Monday button. You're going to repeat the process for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Once again, this is only an example using buttons and identifying the days of the week. However, you can be creative and create buttons for agenda or specific tasks that the students would need to do. Add the last button to the cell by selecting Images, Upload New Image, choose a file, and select the button. In my example, it is the Friday button. Add alternative text for accessibility. Select Upload, and now I have finished adding all of the buttons to this homepage. Now that I have finished adding the buttons to the table, I'm going to select the table. Select the table to remove the black outline. Select Table Properties. The border is set to 1. However, if you put 0 and click OK, you will not see the black outline around that table. Don't forget to save for all changes to apply. Let's take a look at this on the student view. Homepage, student view. Now we have the title of the course, the visual, buttons that I still need to link to other pages within Canvas, the course description, and the contact information. In this example, we have a Canvas welcome page that has absolutely no visuals, lots of text, and a hyperlink. The course navigation is way too confusing for students to find their way within the Canvas course. In this example, we have used plenty of visuals to help the student navigate the course. We have buttons to allow the students to navigate and find their way within the Canvas course. We have also included a hyperlink for the students to find the syllabus, and the course navigation has been limited only to what they need in the course. As you can see, using various design elements make a great impact for a visual appeal in your Canvas course. In this example, I'm using the buttons as units. Unit 1 button all the way to Unit 5 button. Select the cell, select Upload a new image, choose a file, open it, and provide an alternative text. Upload the image. Don't forget to save for all changes to apply. As you can see, the buttons can be used in very creative ways to help students navigate and link to other documents within your Canvas course. Now that I have finished adding the buttons, I'm going to link them to modules. If I return to modules, I already have modules created and added with content. What I want to do is link the buttons to the modules. That way it makes it easier for the students to find and access what they're looking for. I'm going to return to Home. I'm going to select Edit, select the first button, and find modules within the options, expand, and select the module that you want to connect it to. That's Unit 1, this is Unit 2, Unit 3, Unit 4, and finally Unit 5. What this has done is created a hyperlink within the button for students to click and access the unit that they're looking for. Save for all changes to apply. If you hover your mouse over the button, now you see that the arrow turns into a small hand indicating that it is a button. If you decide you do not want to link the buttons to individual modules and instead you want to add them to individual pages outlining the unit, you can do so as well. To unlink the buttons, simply select the button and then select the Remove Link icon. Do that for each button that you want to break the link. I have examples of a few units for the course, and I want to add them as individual pages for the students to access instead of going through modules. To set this up, you would first have to create the page and then link it to buttons. I have an example of Unit 1, Unit 2, 3, 4, and 5. These are PDFs. If you have them as a Word document or as a Google Doc, you can also link and embed into your Canvas course. Let's explore visual design options and embed options inside your Canvas course. Remember that it is very important for you to share the documents that you are placing inside your Canvas course. You select the document, share, advance, and change from private to anyone with the link can view, or a different option if you prefer. Don't forget to save for all changes to apply. Repeat the same process of sharing the document to individual documents within your Google Drive, or you can also share the folder, share, advance, change from private access to anyone with a link can view, or a different option as preferred. Don't forget to save for all changes to apply. The reason you want to share those documents is because you want students to access and view the documents that you place within Canvas. In Canvas, select Pages, View All Pages, and let's begin to add a page for Unit 1, a page for Unit 2, and all the way to Unit 5. I'm going to add a page. I'm going to name it Unit 1. And what we want to do is not simply include text as instructions for the students. We're going to embed this document inside for students to access and view. This will create a visual representation of the link as opposed to a hyperlink. I'm going to select the small three dots and say Open in a new window. To select the embed code and get the link for this document as a visual, select the small three dots and select Embed Item. Copy the iframe. Copy and come back to Canvas. The iframe or the embed code will not go into your rich content editor. It will go inside the HTML editor. Simply paste it and return to the rich content editor. Now you can see that you have a visual representation of the link from your Google Drive. Save for all changes to apply. If you think this is a little small, which I think it is, you can always return to the Edit option, return to HTML, and you want to change the width and the height. You can change this to 100% and leave the height to about 800 and then save again. Now you can see that you have this document embedded within Canvas for students to view and access. This is a much better option than the typical text information and click here to open. This will keep students engaged within Canvas without having to visit an external page and get lost in the process. I'm going to return to view all pages and repeat the same process for Unit 2, Unit 3, and Unit 4, and Unit 5. And this is what I want to copy. You double click if it's a PDF, you select the three dots and open in a new window, and then select the three dots and get the embed code. Copy it and return to the Canvas page. Remember, it does not go into the Rich Content Editor page. We want to add the HTML editor, paste the HTML, and then return. It's a little too small, and change the width and the height. I want this to be 100% and the height to be about 800, and save it. Repeat this process for the units that you want to add as individual pages to link from the Canvas homepage. In Canvas, you can also use the auto-open inline preview for files in the Rich Content Editor. Canvas will open up the file within your content page without having to add an HTML code. Let's take a look at this option. Select Edit, select Files, upload a new file, choose a file, find a file that you want to open inline within your Canvas course, open, and upload the file. Select it, and select the link icon URL, and now select the Auto Open in the inline preview for this link. There is an option, Update Link. If I save this, now it will automatically be open when the students visit the page without having to expand. This will work for any files that you upload into Canvas. This is an example of a Canvas page only with the text "Click here," and it hyperlinks to an external file outside of Canvas. In this example, we have a visual embedded PDF file within the Canvas page. The student is able to preview, read, and interact with the content within the Canvas page without ever having to leave the Canvas interface. This is highly recommended for visual appeal and visual interest for your Canvas course. In this example of the Canvas course, we have a page with a simple text link, "Click here." This is not visually appealing, and it does not provide much of the information the students need to complete the assignment. In this example, we have an embedded PDF file, and the students have clear directions as to what to do for the assignment during this unit. They do not have to leave the Canvas interface, and it looks visually appealing for the student to interact with the content. Now that you have linked those individual pages to the buttons, we're going to add them to the modules. Going into modules, I want the first item to be at the very top of my unit. I'm going to select the plus icon, select the content page, and I'm looking for my Unit 1. I'm going to bring this item all the way to the beginning of Unit 1. I'm going to do the same for my Unit 2. And you want to repeat this process for the remainder of the units. Once you finish adding all of those pages to the first item on the unit, now your students have access to the unit content within the button access and also within the modules. This provides accessibility and easy to navigate and find information within the course without having to look for it. You might be wondering why include modules within the Canvas navigation. If you open any textbook in any course, the first thing that you're going to see is that the book is divided into chapters. The same goes with Canvas. You want to organize the content within chapters by creating units. These are some examples of Unit 1, Unit 2, Unit 3, Unit 4, and Unit 5. You can name them by week, You can also name them by month. It's up to you, but the key point is to make them and keep them consistent. Something else that you want to do within your modules is organize content. You also want to create a visual separation between the units and the content. You can do so by increasing the indent of each of the items. For example, if I increase the indent for each one of these items, it provides a visual break for the user to be able to find and separate within the units, especially if the units are opened and not collapsed. Something else that you can do with your units and organize the units is arranging them from the newest to the oldest. That way, students can access the unit that they need quickly without having to scroll down and find the unit that they're looking for, because it might be all the way at the bottom or at the end. Once again, you can organize and reorganize your units based on the needs of your course and your students. If I go back to home, this is the reason why I have linked the Unit 1 with buttons. That way the students can quickly find what they're looking for and they're able to navigate and continue with the next item within the unit. It is best practice to break up large pages of text into more easily digested chunks. One quick and easy way to do this is to use horizontal lines. You can use color to make it stand out as well. You can easily add horizontal lines to your page with one short piece of HTML code. Let's explore how to do this. I'm going to select Edit. I can always give myself markers to indicate where I am going to place these lines. Now that I have a few markers, I'm going to select the HTML editor. I'm going to find those markers and I'm going to use the code. I'm using the style border 2-pixel solid red. I will provide this HTML code within the video so you can copy it and use it as part of the training. You can change the color red to a different color. I'm going to use red for the purpose of demonstration. I am looking for the other marker. There it is. I'm simply pasting the HTML code and I'm going to return to the Rich Content Editor. Now you can see that the markers that I use are being replaced by the HTML editor. I'm going to save. Once again, you want to keep the information consistent, the color consistent, and the line consistent as well. And I'm going to continue to the works cited. So I'm going to highlight part 1 and add a different header just to further separate with font, size, and also line and color. I'm going to save it. Now you can see that this looks visually appealing, easier to read, and easier to find information within this Canvas page as opposed to the entire text within one single paragraph. Don't forget to save for all changes to apply. Let's continue to explore how to add the course syllabus within your Canvas course. The syllabus can be a file attachment, a file upload, a link, as well as an embedded document. The preferred option is to keep students within the Canvas course without having them to navigate away from this page. In this example, I have the course syllabus, and it contains too many tables for this to appear properly if I copy and paste it into my Canvas course. The best thing to do is to embed this document within Canvas using a special embed code. I'm going to select Share, Advance, and make sure that you are sharing this document with anyone with a link or the preferred option. I'm going to save this. Get the share link, and there is a very special website that you can use to create embed codes for Google Files and documents. It is called the Google Drive Resource Embedder. Simply paste the URL link and get the code. You copy this iframe or embed code and take it into Canvas. Within the Syllabus tab, you can paste the HTML code that you've copied in the HTML editor. Don't forget to save and update for the changes to apply. Now you can see that the embedded document has been added to the Canvas page. You can always return and edit the HTML code and change the height of the document and update. All the document is embedded within Canvas, and now you students have access to the visual representation of the syllabus. In the next example, let's say that you want to embed a website for students to access and read information about content. What you want to do is create an embed code for the website. Not all of the websites will be allowed as embedded within other pages. Select and copy the URL at the top and visit the iframe generator. This will allow you to create an iframe simply by pasting the URL link. You can specify a width and a height, and I recommend 1300 or 1360 by 800 pixels. You can indicate to show a scroll bar, yes, margins if you want to include margins, and you can preview how it's going to look like. This is how the website will look within Canvas. If you like what you see, close the preview and generate the code. Copy the iframe and return to the Canvas page. Select the HTML editor and paste the iframe that you've copied from the iframe generator. Return and save. Now you have a web page within Canvas, and students do not have to leave Canvas in order to access the article or website that you want them to read. Another way to add visual content to your Canvas pages is by adding content from external URL resources. Copy and paste the URL to embed the page. And then not selecting to load in a new tab. Sometimes you will have the option to load content inline or to load content on a new tab. The best option is always to choose to load the content within your Canvas pages. I'm going to add the content and now publish the content. Here we have that history page, which now loads within your Canvas page. This is an alternative way to adding iframes or HTML code for loading content from external sources. Give this a try and see if it works for you and your students. Let's say that you have a few files that you want to convert over to PDF or Word document. This is a very nifty web application that's called pdfcandy.com. If you have a document, for example, a PDF, and you want to convert it to Word, simply select the icon. At the file, select the file that you want to convert, and it'll take a minute. Once it is done converting the file, simply select the download file. Also, if you have PDF files and you want to convert them into JPEG, you can do the same thing. Select the PDF file, add a file, select the PDF file, open it, and now it's going to convert it. I want high quality output and convert. Download the file once it's done. These are the pages that were saved as an image from the PDF file. Use PDF file converter whenever possible to make it easier for your students or yourself to create documents that you can include in your Canvas course. If you're interested in creating your own graphics for your Canvas course, such as beautiful documents and designs for Canvas, you can always log in to Canva. Canva is a free website that allows you to create beautiful documents and designs. Create an account and log in. Canva provides a huge number of templates that you can use and customize and download. What I want to create is a banner. I'm going to select the banner option. Choose a template from one of the many options provided to you. You can change the picture and you can also change the text. Once you have a template that you want to use, simply select the section that you want to update and change and edit. Once you have completed a banner, you can duplicate the banner to keep consistency on design. This will also provide students visual clues on how to respond and what actions they need to take within the Canvas page. For example, this yellow banner says text entry submission, the green one says file upload submission, the purple one is for URL link submission, and finally, the blue one is for Google Cloud submission. I can reuse the same banners throughout my Canvas course the entire year to ensure students know what they need to do within a Canvas page for file submissions. Once you are ready to download these files, select Download. Once you are ready to download, select the option Download. Specify the file type. I am going to select PNG file because these are going to be images placed within Canvas pages as banners. Select Download. Once the files finish downloading, you want to go back into the Downloads folder of the computer and unzip that file. I'm going to minimize my screen, and now I have all of the files within the zip file. It might look a little bit different for your computer. I have a different icon for a zip file. I'm going to unzip. I'm going to select the images, and I'm going to drag them onto my desktop. Is the banner text entry submission within this page. Select images, choose a file. I'm going to select the yellow one because that is for text submission. Provide an alternative text and upload. I'm going to repeat this process for any text entry submission within my Canvas course, but I can always come back and reuse the image for the entire year. This will make it very easy for me to know what I am collecting and for the students to know what they are submitting within this assignment submission. Don't forget to save for all changes to apply. I'm going to repeat this process for the remainder of the assignments that I have created. This one is for a file upload. I'm going to select Edit, place the cursor within that page, Images, upload a new file, choose a file, and now my file upload. Don't forget to save for all changes to apply. Repeat this process for all of the other ones that you need this banner to be located at. If I go to Modules and I go to a different unit, if I have a text entry submission again, I can always reuse the banner as needed within my Canvas course. I no longer have to upload because the image is already located within my Canvas files. That's it. Repeat this process as needed. Canvas is a great way to customize banners for your Canvas course. You can add your name, you can add the title of the course to make it look visually appealing for the students. When you are ready to download, select the Download button, select the file type, and then download. When you return to your Canvas course, edit the picture, remove the image, and upload your new banner. You can resize the banner by selecting the image and scaling it to fit within your content page. Don't forget to save for all changes to apply. You can continue to modify your content pages by adding additional elements to separate content. If you recall, we use line as a way to separate content. We can also do the same thing for our banner. I'm going to select Edit, HTML. I'm going to bring my cursor all the way to the very top. I have a code for the red solid line. If I go back to the Rich Content Editor, now you can see the red solid line on the top. I also want to place that right under my picture. I'm going to give myself a guide to indicate where that red line's going to go. Go back to HTML, and I'm looking for that visual separate dashes that I created, and I'm going to place the code once again. Control V. Return to the Rich Content Editor, and now I have those two lines separating my picture. If I select Save, now you can see the content being separated with my banner, with the lines, and also with the buttons. Not only does this create a visual and attractive homepage for students, but it also helps students, parents, and also observers find their way around your Canvas course. Remember, you want to keep consistency throughout the course. By repeating various elements such as line, color, shape, pictures, and also formatting tools that allows the course to look unified and consistent. Your students will also become familiar with these similarities and consistencies throughout the course, and it will take the guesswork out of knowing what to do and what actions to take within each page. Another place where you can create your custom graphics is Aviary.com by Adobe. It's a free website where you simply edit your photos, select the photo of your choice, and now you can customize the photo using various editing tools. Very nifty tools. This is just an example. Apply it, and now you have an edited picture that you can use. Once you're done, you can save it, and you can download it. Right-click on the image and save image as. Aviary is a great way for you to edit your pictures to include within your Canvas course. A very cool tool that you might want to explore in your Canvas course is the Redirect tool. Select Settings, Apps, and type the word Redirect. You can see I already have mine installed. You can select the tool, you can add the app, and you are going to name the app. For example, if you have the Kahoot It for the students to play the game, select the copy the URL, return to Canvas, name it, and now paste the URL. You can force it to open in a new tab, or you can show it in the course navigation. It is highly recommended that you display and show in the course navigation to keep the students within your Canvas course. Once you select Showing Course Navigation, select Add App. Refresh your page, and now you can see the Kahoot right within your course navigation. If you select Student View, now you can see the students have the syllabus, modules, Nearpod, BrainPop, and Kahoot. Now the students can play the game right within Canvas. You can also hide the navigation by going into Settings, Navigation, and then remove it to not display it. Don't forget to save for all changes to apply. Happy learning! I hope you have found this training helpful and informative. Be sure to submit all the required assignments for this training in order to receive full credit for the workshop participation.